Hey y'all, James and Tammy here. Welcome back to the farm. Today we're getting our hands dirty again, continuing our first garden and mixing in the mushroom compost to build healthy soil for future harvests. We'll share what we've learned, the pros, the cons, and how we're preparing this space for our very first seasonal garden right here on the farm. So let's get started.
What'd you do to your foot? Huh? What'd you do?
We're back in the garden, and today it's all about this mushroom compost. This is part 2 of starting our very first garden here on the farm. And we're continuing to spread a thick layer of mushroom compost over our garden area. If you've never worked with mushroom compost before, it's basically a byproduct from mushroom farming. A mix of organic material like hay, straw, manure. It's full of nutrients and great for improving soil structure. But like most things on the farm, it has its pros and cons. I came out earlier and I measured this, and I had actually spread enough of the mushroom compost to be 31 feet this direction, and it was 51 feet the opposite direction. But when James came out and started spreading with his tractor, I think it's 100 feet now. Looks a lot longer than it was, for sure. The pros are that it's nutrient rich, it adds organic matter, and it helps clay soil, like ours here in Texas, to drain better. The cons, it can be a bit salty, and if you use too much, it may affect delicate plants or young seedlings. Our plan is to mix it about 50-50 with our native soil. Since this is a new garden, we don't have all the materials to try and do the lasagna method, so I've decided we'll till it in first to really blend it together. After that, we'll cover the garden with a tarp for a few weeks to help kill off any weeds before planting. Once we start creating the rows, we'll use cardboard in the walkways to block out weeds, and I might cover it with a bit more compost so that it doesn't blow away. We have pretty good winds here on the farm.
Right there. All right. Go this way. Got two on my chin. That's good. Hey, don't bother pulling it. Don't bother pulling. Let's get the bricks. And let's get it down there. Hey, take that in about 3 feet. Fold it over. We're gonna fold it over about 3 feet. Pull it out this way so it's straight. Hold it. All right, turn it over like that. That or the 4-wheeler.
For this season, I'm keeping it simple, just testing a few fall crops to see how they do. I'm thinking carrots, beets, garlic, onions, kale, and maybe a little broccoli. Our fall weather here in Texas stays pretty mild, so it just might get lucky and see some good growth. It's all a learning process, but that's what makes it exciting. One step closer to growing our own food right here on the farm.
You don't need to do no bricks. But you have your girl.
Here you go. So it should be okay. Hopefully it'll be enough to hold it down, huh? Does it? Look at something big right here. You're gonna stack it? Oh my God. friend of mine offered me some cardboard to go into my garden. So I'm going to see if I can use this underneath the raised beds. And put a couple of layers underneath the corrugated L-shaped beds that I have. And we'll try that out. Some strawberries. This was my rosemary, but I don't think it's going to survive. Back in this corner is ginger root, and then in this corner is thyme, but you can't hardly see it because of the sun, but it is still alive.
You want a full? Half full?
I was saying, I took this off so we can put some in this. So they need to be filled up, but I'll have to hold the strawberries up.
Black premium, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, black stuff.
James thought it would be the best. Nothing very good. Look. So watch it, couple of things. Ouch, you don't need it here. Any more than they do.
You want to stay and do your thing, or do you want to go?
I'll go with you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're not going to hurt my feelings, huh?
I know you can't shop by yourself.
I'm good.
I was gonna say, yeah, just go ahead and throw some in these other ones.
Yeah, like I said, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you have stuff you need to do. Okay?
Thanks for joining us as we keep building our dream, one row, one seed, and one day at a time.